Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Washington Commanders.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Opposite, green.
They'll try the left side. It's Sanchez. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good start. One play, 10 yards. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3- or 4-yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Justin Jefferson, 47 yards. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback from the University of Utah.
And it doesn't feel like that long ago that when a quarterback was drafted in the first round, he would sit for a while, learn from a veteran. But these days, you're in the mix right away to be the starter week 1. But he has to earn it, and that begins right here with the first preseason game.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there.
And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Come on. 65, 18, Pioneer. 19 tight.
They'll try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Young to throw it.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's Young off play action.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. It's Sanchez. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing, Young.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
A 3rd down gain of 19. Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again. Young.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 43. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Looking to throw. Holloway. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their touchdown.
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Cross midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sanchez. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanchez. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Sanchez. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for them to kick extra points instead of field goals.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter.
As the drive goes. Oh, they're on him too quick. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Trap 60, trap 60. Nice. Ready. Trap the 6. Go.
Now it's Richardson. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Commanders have regained the lead. Now once again, Washington going to break the huddle and go for 2.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 18.
Richardson will throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Denver's offense now set to go. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third,
They lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to walk one deep left side here. That is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Benedict. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Washington ready to try again on offense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, Washington! A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Richardson looking to throw this. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Richardson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Man over the middle, and it's complete. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Come on.
Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo.
So halftime now here on...
Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Now Richardson back to throw it.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Richardson looking to throw.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here's 3rd and 9.
They'll set up a throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He'll look to throw. And this is Simpson with a catch. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Jackson to return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. Here Richardson yet again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Well, the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 88 yards.
And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nifty run, fighting through, and he's got space.
He may go.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. quick hitch, complete. It's Flynn. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried to dump off, lost yardage. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
And remember, he had one blocked earlier.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Commanders' offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? And they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
A great play there. 68 yards.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Richardson will throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now he's got it. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
19 Tiger. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
They'll try and throw for it.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This now a 3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Back now here on EA Sports. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And a Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Chavez. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. To throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. No gain, and it's second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down, Denver. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Now Richardson.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Here's Richardson to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole. and finish in the end zone.
So now Washington will again go for 2.
Looking to throw. Holloway. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
On the return, Jackson shifts by him. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it
got his man complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise. And I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Shelton. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6.
And that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Shelton. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Dexter Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line is taking charge.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Looking to throw. Shelton. This is caught at the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Brown with his stick skills. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Washington offense back out there. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
A new rookie class has joined.